Ashley from Ashley's Green Life, and today's green tip is my favorite eco-friendly rug pad. So before I had hardwood floors, I didn't really have a need for rugs, area rugs that is. And then once I got my new dark bamboo floors installed, I realized I needed a little bit of rug action to break up the hardwood floors and to not make my floors all look so dark. So after I looked online, found my rugs, got my rugs, I realized I was forgetting the main piece, which was rug pads. So not the most exciting thing to want to go buy, but nonetheless something you need if you have rugs. I know with getting the rugs on my hardwood floors, you realize really soon that you need rug pads, otherwise your rug is sliding all over the place. And so for me, trying to find a rug pad company that was more green and eco-friendly was a little bit harder. Some of the more common brands, have things like glues and adhesives, and they can off gas. And so knowing that my girls would be probably laying on the rugs, my dogs on the rugs, I didn't really want them having to be around something like that. So I found a company called Rug Pad Corner, and they have lots of great eco-friendly and green rug pads, and they use material that's been recycled. They have natural rubber and no off-gassing, no chemicals, no glues, adhesives used. So the way they're able to use it without the glues and adhesives is that they use heat pressing to reinforce the felt fibers and the recycled materials within the rug pad, so they don't have to use the glues and adhesives. Another great thing about the rug pads is that they're hypoallergenic, they are resistant to mold and mildew, and they can help reduce the noise as well with the rugs. So I reached out to them to see if they could let me try out their rug pads, and they were nice enough to send me some, which I'm going to show you today. And unlike most of my products I've been showing you lately, they are very easy to put down. I mean, it's pretty simple. But to back it up a little bit, one thing you're going to do first before you get your rug pads is to go onto their website and check out what they have. And I love how they make it pretty simple. You kind of think about what floor you have, and they'll recommend a certain type of rug pad for you. And then from there, you will choose the shape of your rug and the size of it. And then you can kind of choose if you want the rug pad to be cut a little bit smaller than the actual rug itself, so it's not like sticking out on the sides by chance, which I did for mine. And then that's pretty simple. They have free shipping, they can ship it to you. Once it arrives at your house, it's ready to put down. So here I am, this is the package I got with the 2 rug pads I needed. So I did a new rug in my living room there, as well as you can see, it was pretty dark, and then I had one that I put in our dining room too. With the dark floors, with the dark dining room table and chairs, it just was looking super dark for me. So I wanted something to brighten it up, and this is, you'll see what rug I chose for that. And so I basically started by first opening up my package. You can see the rug pads are here, and after opening the package, I just kind of laid it out, separated the first rug pad that was going to head on over to my living room. Once I rolled that one out, the one you can see here that I got was for my dining room, was called the Superior rug pad. And this one is, I use this one because it is going to be underneath my dining room table, which would kind of keep it in place. So it didn't really need the rubber going on this other one I'm about to share that was in my living room. It took a little bit, since it was a bigger rug pad, to kind of spread it out in the area. And for some reason, putting all these rug pads down was just an excuse for my girls to just run all over them, Mila specifically. But from there, once we put our rug pad down, we took the new rug that I was putting in the dining room there, which was a indoor-outdoor area rug, and we put that down and rolled that out on top of the rug pad. And that's pretty much it. Once we rolled that down, then we started putting our furniture back on top of it. And it has held up really great in my dining room. I wish I could say the same for my rug itself. The yellow was maybe not the best choice. It's kind of picking up all the dirt from food and my dogs tracking dirt inside, but I love how it just brightens up that room. So that's about what it looked like with the rug pad, and once we've got all the furniture back in there. And that brings me to my second location for another rug pad, which is my living room. And it was so dark in there with all the hardwood floors, and since this one was a little bit different, I didn't have a dining room table on top of it, we had one that had a little bit more of a rubber backing. So this one that we got was called Ultra Premium, and it has the natural rubber on the underside and then the recycled fibers on top. And we were able to put that one in the living room here. We just kind of spread it out and then placed our rug on top of it, which again was just a magnet for the girl. I don't know why Mila loved it so much. And here's about what that one looked like once we lined it all up and had it on top. Took a little bit, once you were putting it on, to kind of straighten it to get it to be the right fit and to fit comfortably. But once you do, it was all set and ready to go. Unfortunately, with that rug that we had purchased, it ended up, my dog's toenails were ripping up the fibers of it, and it was like looking gross. and kind of torn up, and we'd only had it for like 2 weeks or so. And I realized it was a little bit smaller for the space. So I ended up upgrading to a bigger rug with a different material that my dog's nails weren't ripping up. And so I kind of ended up exchanging out this size rug pad with a larger rug pad. And now it is under this newer rug that you can see here. And it is working out great. I love that my rug stays in place, it's not moving all around. It makes it more comfortable. My girls like to lay on the rug when they're watching TV, and my dogs love to nap on it, as you can see here. So this is about what it looks like in the room, and here's what it looks like underneath, how it just kind of nestled all underneath there and keeping my rug nice and safe. Another thing I love about these rug pads is that I know that they're not scratching up my hardwood floors or leaving any type of gross glue or stickiness onto the hardwood floors as well. So knowing that they're protected and everything's comfortable, no off-gassing, really was a win-win with this company. So I want to again thank Rug Pad Corner for sending me the rug pads, and if you are in the market for an more eco-friendly version of a rug pad, be sure to check them out. You can find links to the rug pads that I have in the description box below, as well as links to the rugs that I have in my house right now. So be sure to check those out, and if you've ever found an eco-friendly rug pad that you like, or if you've had any bad stories with traditional rug pads, you can share those below. And I look forward to seeing you guys for the next screen tip. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Ashley from Ashley's Green Life, and today's green tip is my favorite eco-friendly rug pad. So before I had hardwood floors, I didn't really have a need for rugs, area rugs that is, and then once I got my new dark bamboo floors installed, I realized I needed a little bit of rug action to break up the hardwood floors and to not make my floors all look so dark. So after I looked online, found my rugs, got my rugs, I realized I was forgetting the main piece, which was rug pads. So not the most exciting thing to want to go buy, but nonetheless,